Hello and welcome to Breakfast Without Tiffany. So today I started kind of late and I've been thinking, how come a woman who decided to have an operation and take testosterone and pretend to be a man gets hundreds and thousands of subscribers and people listen to her go on and on about what she eats so she can train in a bodybuilding competition in Texas and ignore American elections, ignore ecology, ignore everything but talk about me, and she gets hundreds and thousands of subscribers. What's wrong with the world? Yes, it's fascinating that a pretty and beautiful woman decides to sabotage her body, cut off her breasts, and take skin off her arm, be filled with tattoos, call herself, frankly, how can I say it? A crude name that is typical of guys that drink too much beer, tattoo her arms with a pig sliced into pieces as if, and constantly talk about protein, eat dead bodies, and get hundreds of thousands of views. Now, I'm not only not against transgenders, I have no problem, but I have a problem with women who choose to be men. As to avoid all the female issues. And this, I'm with Jermaine Greer 100%. Why am I not getting the views? Why a woman's voice is so muted? So transgender, men to female, male to female, I get it. You want to be feminine. You want to get in touch with your emotional side. You take estrogen. You become screwed up like us with the estrogen. Dictating your emotions. But women who choose to be men, take testosterone, grow a beard, while I pluck away my beard, my little chinny chin hairs that I get from time to time. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. I can understand if it would lead to a relationship, but this narcissistic person goes on and on and on about herself as himself. And she looks like a guy, and that's the problem. You go to a bar, you're like 30-ish, you see this cute guy, turns out to be not a guy at all. And what do most women look for in a guy? They want somebody to have a relationship with, possibly children. They don't want to have to go to a sperm bank. They don't have to pay doctors hundreds and thousands of dollars to undergo fertility treatment. All this bullshit about, I was born in the wrong body. We were all born in the wrong body. Make it the right body by exercising, getting in touch with it. When I suggested to this person yoga, this person put me down. This person is aggressive, and then she can dish it out, but she can't take it. You know what? She's just an aggressive lesbian who decided to be a man. I'm talking about Cody Talks. I'm so tired of that channel getting so many views, and I get one view. One view, people? What's wrong with you? My cat gets 180 views. I heard it's about attention deficit disorder. People don't have attention. You can watch the news. Go on and on and on about Biden and Trump. Does that impact your life in any way? Yeah, if you live in America, but around the world, why are people celebrating the Biden victory? We're in the Middle East here. I think a lot of people are kind of, oh shit, we're going to get Obama foreign policy again. We're going to get American soldiers massacred and whatever. Biden is 80. What is he? Not 80. He's almost 80 years old. The vice president looks charming. I was looking into her biography. Everybody in that family became a lawyer, like the younger generation. She has the DNA. Her father's a professor of economics. Her mother was a doctor, a cancer researcher. How can you not be smart? Well, I guess it's also deciding. She also has an amazing character. Camilla, I admire her. But I just don't trust her to get the foreign policy we here in the Middle East need, which is tough on Iran, tough on all the terrorist extremists, and not seeking to settle every refugee in the world, in America or in the Western world. Let the refugees stay where they are and work like in Israel towards improving our country. Israel is not an easy place, but do you see Israelis who do go to another country? They don't become dependent on that country. Quite the opposite. They contribute. They become part of the doers and contributors to the society. And they don't sponge off the country. Sorry to say it, but a lot of refugees, where I've seen in New York, they just go and they sponge off the country wherever they get asylum, and they just use the system, and it really infuriates me. Because as an Israeli, I'm not entitled to say I'm a refugee, and God knows I've been through a lot of wars here. Why? I'm not wealthy. Why don't I get this benefits of a refugee if I want to go to Europe and live there again? But you know what I decided the other night? I don't want to go to Europe. I don't want to be jealous of people that get a lot of views on the internet. I've got cute animals, right? Shoshana and Shelby and Shmuel, the cat. And I want to talk about that, how the cute things the cat did. Why is that not getting views? So the other day, I heard a noise in the kitchen, and he was knocking down a can of dog food, and he was going to give it to his mom. His mom dog, Shelby is like his mom, and he was just gonna for himself. And it was so cute the way he thinks about how to get food and how to, he has enough food, but he's just like, oh, this is more interesting. Let me go to the kitchen and get us food. And he's always sharing, he's always sharing with the dogs what he gets. Like if he knocks down food from the counter, he always shares it, which is so sweet. And I wish more people would learn to share. And I think when I watch kids in kindergarten, they don't know how to share. They don't know how to share their toys. They're not taught to share. And they have this sense of entitlement. So if we only learn how to share, we would be such a happier species. But people here are I get all these commercials on YouTube for cars when we have such a shitty economy. I don't get that either. But you know what I'm really happy about? I don't have to teach elementary school anymore. Teaching elementary school in Israel was the worst experience of my life. The principal here, for instance, asked me personal questions about marrying a non-Jew when she's not even religious, just prying into my personal life. Well, guess what, stupid principal? You're not going to get somebody with a master's degree from an American university interviewing for you ever again. And to teach first grade. I taught first grade. It's easy peasy for me. But the kids are not easy, and you get like 3 assistants in another school I was teaching. 3 assistants that do nothing. Now I have like a teaching assistant, like a kindergarten teacher's assistant. I also had to complain a lot until she does a lot, but she cleans. Because cleaning is easier than dealing with kids. So I asked her, why don't you become a cleaning lady? You get more money than to work with kids. If you work with kids, be with the kids. And she's actually not even in education. She's studying something completely different. Why is it that we can't get people to be educators? It's because it's the lowest paying job ever. You get the same money as you do working in a supermarket, just putting cans on the shelves. So why would you want to work in education, which is really hard work? Yesterday I had like conversations with parents. I have to deal with behavioral issues, group dynamic issues. And I'm not a group person. But you know why I'm doing it? Because I feel like, contrary to my artistic endeavors, I'm actually making a difference. That's why I'm so angry that so many people watch stupid transgender, female to male, talk about what they eat every day and how much they exercise and how they're depressed. You know what the best solution for depression is? Help other people, become part of society, do something meaningful for other people. That is the way to combat depression. Not spend thousands of dollars in therapy talking to some stupid people who haven't solved their issues either. And there's countless examples of YouTube therapists who don't have a clue what to do with their own life, and yet they tell other people what to do. That everybody's like an agony aunt. This also kills me. I would never think to give an adult person advice. Ever. And I have like And I have like an undergraduate in psychology, master's in education, which is a lot of counselors also have MAED in the US. I would never ever develop theories. They develop these stupid theories, the mother wound, the blah, blah, blah. You know what I would say to people?